so slow.
Is it? Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to QuaranStream Vibes Just Hangs. Here with my boys. Something new today. Check us out. Hey.
We're live.
We're live here, courtesy of Circo working space here in WU in District 1. Trying things out. So right now we are doing a preliminary test with, I guess, the mic, the audio. So feel free to jump in and comment to see if it's too echoey. We're actually just sharing the one mic at the moment until we all get separate mics. Then we can kind of have it on separate channels. But for now, sharing the one mic and of course the main camera and our own laptop cameras here. So welcome to the stream. Welcome to a beautiful Tuesday, Tight Ass Tuesday, lads. It's weird to see you right in front of me.
It's very weird, very strange. It's been quite a while.
Cheers. Then we can do a proper cheers right now. Cheers. Cheers. Yo. So some pretty good news around the globe. As we know, Thailand said they're opening up to everybody. So we have a date in specific as well, which I've looked here, and it is the 1st of November.
Ooh, very close.
Wait, that's like
3 weeks.
15, oh yeah.
Yeah, 1st of November. But it's still selective on certain countries. They'll be like these countries can come, and then after that it'll be.
Is there a list that exists already?
I'm trying to have a look here.
Is it just like the sandbox areas that we were talking about? Or like is Bangkok included into that?
I
could go with trade.
Someone looks like they want to go.
But just like we said, the problem would be coming back.
Coming back would be an issue. Yeah.
Okay, so these regions include popular tourist areas like Chiang Mai, Phang Nga, Krabi.
Say that again.
Phang Nga.
Yeah.
How is it?
I don't know.
Krabi, Phuket, Pattaya, Cham, and the following are the ones that are open. So after that will be Phuket, Samui Islands, and then yeah.
Ooh.
So still some pretty good spots.
Yeah, definitely enough spots to go and have a very good time.
Yeah.
And some scenic spots as well. Phang Nga. I'm not sure how to pronounce it exactly, but Phang Nga is meant to be beautiful. It's directly to the north of Phuket, and I've seen some beautiful photos from there.
Is it a smaller island?
No, it's part of the mainland.
Okay.
So it's a scenery thing.
Phuket is like a big island, and then joining it by a bridge to the mainland. Just to the north of it is Phang Nga.
I haven't been there yet.
Is there a vibe? Yeah, they're right. But I've never seen it on that.
Does the food change a little bit? Like, is it a different sort of? You know how like in Vietnam, when you go to countryside, it's very traditional Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Or depending on where you go.
I don't know. I haven't been there, but I'd like to check it out.
Well, on the bucket list, boys. On the bucket list.
Thailand.
Looking real good.
Thailand. as some people would say it, Thailand.
You Thai? I Thai too. So meanwhile, Thailand is opening up. America is still having some issues with mandating. So we've had a lot of walkouts from.
There's a lot of big problems with like hospitals.
Yeah.
This is the news about hospitals requiring staff to get
Yeah, but not just hospitals.
Yeah, no.
Pilots, air hostesses, and air services. They're all walking out as well.
On that, I saw a funny photo of a vehicle in. I saw this on Reddit. It was a photo of a vehicle in America that said, "My liberties are more important than your health," which was pretty funny. Pretty funny.
That's a big statement.
Well, yeah, that's the Reddit post was taking the piss out of this person to be like, who do you think you are? Like your rights and liberties are not more important than other people's health. Like that's ridiculous.
So
Care about me, not you.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the thing that we're talking about with certain employees being required to look after their customers, right? Is that like, no, your liberties are not more important. Your rights are not more important than other people's health.
There's several campaigns going around, and obviously some of them are a little bit more meaningful than others in terms of how deep they go into it. Like some people are like talking about like, look, I've been a nurse for over 20 years. You know, I'm experienced in this field. I've been dealing with COVID patients up until this point. You know, I should know what I'm doing at the very least. And yeah, it's a tough one for them to be serving that long and then all of a sudden have, I guess, an ultimatum.
Yeah,
Like
You know,
give up
so-
your career or get
So,
vaxxed.
or get vaxxed.
yeah.
What would you do if you're put in that point, Petey?
If I was a nurse,
Yeah. Or a
I don't know,
pilot?
it'd be hard for me to understand because I don't know the severity of the exposure I would get to these patients, and I don't see firsthand on how severe it is. I mean, I read about it, I see it. Of course, if I was working that long in a field, you know, I've always thought, just like how on the planes, if the oxygen gas comes down, they say, put yours on first before you help others. And that kind of comes back to why I would do that. Because if you can't look after yourself and you try and put everyone else's mask on, and then you'd be like, oh.
You're
Yeah.
actually more of a burden.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
put yourself on because you're capable of doing it, boom, and then you can go help everyone in a sense. So it's a tough one. It's a tough one. But then you have people who are experienced and might be, I don't know, a bit, I don't know, not irresponsible, but they might feel they are more than capable of, I don't know, sliding by it. I don't know.
Yeah.
What are you guys?
I mean, like, I couldn't see like leaving your career after 20 years, 15 years, and but maybe you have your beliefs that, you know, who knows what's in the vaccine? Who knows if there's a microchip with a little exploding bomb that they'll pick off and blow off our arm or something?
I think that part is far fetched. I think the market
Really, just that part?
but the whole point of just the vaccine in general, I mean, it's good for what the majority of people who've got it done for. You know, the reason is
To
protect
keep you safe. That's
keep you
the
safe.
point.
I would say,
but
at
it
least.
still worries the people who do fall in that rare percentage.
Yeah.
Or like
But
future, you know, like future, who knows what it could do to us in the
if
future.
it's not 100%, then I can understand why some people may not want to do it.
For me personally, I have absolutely zero vaccine hesitancy. None at all.
So if something, let's just say
put it in me. I want to collect them all.
if let's say if something happened hypothetically, like let's say nothing like serious, but like let's say you lost some strength and movement in your arm or something
From a vaccine?
because that's one case that's happened.
Honestly, if it happens,
I mean, in a rare case that it happens, how would you feel?
if a billion people have been vaccinated and there's been 10 deaths, if there's been 1,000 deaths,
would you just accept that? Okay, I happen to be that rare.
I mean,
case?
think about how many deaths there have been
Without it.
without it. Like the whole point is it's preventing something that's like 1,000,000 times worse.
Yeah.
Quite literally 1,000,000 times worse.
Yeah, but if you get it.
Yeah.
But I think if it comes down to the fact that if you definitely will get it, then you take a chance and get vaccinated.
So I mean, there's sort of murmurs and I guess opinions that are supported by logic around that. Essentially, eventually, the COVID, the whole COVID thing will become similar to the common cold, where everyone will have it, everyone will get it. The only question is, you know, when you're going to get it. Are we going to need like a booster vaccine every year in the same way that we can get like a vaccine
Yes.
for the common cold or the flu? Sorry. And how bad is it once you get it? And that will depend on whether you've been vaccinated or not.
Mhm.
If you have been vaccinated, it'll be like a minor inconvenience to you in the same way that like an influenza virus is. But if you haven't been vaccinated, maybe it'll be a lot more severe. And I mean, if that is the case, then once again, like, you know, give me the vaccine. Yeah, sure. There may be a risk of like, you know, maybe 1 in a million that like something might happen to you, that maybe you'll lose some feeling in your arm, or maybe it'll make you a little bit sick, or maybe you'll have like a negative reaction to it, like our friend Sean here did. But you know, look, you got sick,
Came back.
at least you didn't die.
So I was wondering, like, for people that have like other like internal like issues inside, like how
Like health issues.
yeah, like health issues, like maybe
Well, they're exempt, aren't they?
From getting a vaccine, yeah.
Yeah.
But then they get to be treated like a vaccinated person.
Is that right?
That's why the discrimination.
That's weird. So
The thing is that like
It's like I
they-
wish I
they're
had
at
heart
risk.
conditions so I could just live like you guys without the
But
vaccine.
really?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that that's
Did you
basically
say that?
No, I'm just saying that's what basically is going down to. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, I mean,
so internal health issues exempt you from having to get the vaccine, but
but then if you catch COVID with your internal health issues,
Does
you're
it-
gonna die.
well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm wondering. Like, is it
if you catch COVID.
Yeah, if you catch, but it's more likely.
More likely you will because it's
So that means-
widespread in the community.
So that means people with health issues are already probably the lowest advantage in living life from this point on.
Exactly. So it's actually in their best interest that everyone else who is able to get
Yeah.
vaccinated gets vaccinated to protect the people that cannot
Yeah.
get vaccinated.
No, but they could still spread to those people, though. That's the point.
Yes.
But still
Yes.
can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Less likely.
No, it can still spread.
Less likely.
You can still spread. You just protect yourself from getting
No,
any
no,
more
no,
than mild.
No. So the viral load, if you've been vaccinated, is like multiples lower.
But it's a
If you know what I
variant.
mean.
But it's still available.
It's still there. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Variant.
but it's just the risk. You're
But
you're
just the
decreasing
chances
risk.
is decreased.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So instead of, for example, 50%.
Well, I know Israel's breakthrough. That's why booster shots are coming through.
Right. Yeah.
Is this the first vaccine to have boosters?
No, but influenza shot.
Influenza shot.
Yeah, but that's optional. You're not asked to have boosters.
Everything's optional
Yeah.
It's just
No,
like
but
the
no,
flu
they're,
shot.
they're about to mandate boosters.
in Israel.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because their cases, the breakthrough cases, are still going high.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the flu shot you're supposed to get every
year,
year, but
No.
to protect you against the new strain every
Yeah.
time.
why does it protect against COVID?
Isn't that sort of just like a
Because it's
booster
a
shot?
different
Yeah.
disease.
Well, they should have freaking figured that
So
out.
what's the best way to keep keep your high count in your white blood cells without booster shots?
Ooh.
I don't know. Is this a pop quiz? Do you know the answer?
No, I don't. Because
Let's give that a quick Google. You guys keep talking and I'll look
Cat's
it up.
pop quiz.
You know, I love the pop quiz.
I know you do. Yours coming out with good questions.
yeah,
So,
interesting. Huh?
White blood cells and what is it?
Because that's the issue they're having with Moderna. Only
Oh,
with
the
Moderna. Remember I
lower,
mentioned last
lower
time?
white blood cell count.
Just
right?
Moderna at the moment. So there's UK have stopped using Moderna in one of the articles just for now.
How is the UK actually? Is it back to?
Every country is improving. Every country is improving. It's flattening, but you know, like they've always anticipated, we're still going to get infections regardless of being 80-90% vaccinated. That's what they're
Yeah.
anticipating. It's dealing with, you know, I guess the period after that, where it goes. So, hello Tam, joining us here on QuaranStream Vibes. Hello. Thanks for
Hello.
joining us in our new setting here, Circo. So if you just joined us, QuaranStream Vibes just hangs here on a Tuesday out at Circo co-working space in District 1 in Dongyu here with the boys.
Very exciting.
So, but yeah, so I mean, with everything coming back, it's almost like a race to see whose economy is going to come back on in time and first. And Pat, you lived in both these countries, Hong Kong and Singapore. Looks like Singapore is going to outdo Hong Kong because they're still in a little bit of a rut.
I would say so. Specifically with Hong Kong, you know, going through all those riots in the past couple of years, and then obviously being hit heavy with the pandemic on top of that, and then now with Singapore opening up, it's definitely going to overtake it. It was already on the way of overtaking it anyway. Singapore was being classified as the new financial hub of Asia, even though you know that was Hong Kong's title, but Singapore was already creeping up to towards that, and now with all this stuff that's happening to Hong Kong, definitely Singapore is gonna boost over Hong Kong.
Are those riots are all finished now because of the pandemic? Did that like stop what was going on?
I
Like,
guess,
right
but I think it's
before?
still ongoing.
I think it's still ongoing. I saw a news article, I think just a couple of days ago that I think it was the Hong Kong University pulled down a statue commemorating the massacre in T Square,
T Square.
which I'm not going to say on the stream because we don't want to get censored in certain countries.
Yeah.
But yeah, which is yeah. I mean, it's still sort of. I suppose I'm not as surprised these days by the level of censorship that's going on, but damn, Hong Kong.
It's been going for 2 years,
Yeah, that's what I want.
Is it?
since 2019.
Wow. Okay. pre-COVID.
That's what was always in the news, you know, it's like something always new about Hong Kong, and then I feel like everything that we used to hear about the pandemic just kind of like took everything else. So
Right, I guess it does dominate the news, doesn't it? Dominate the
it's
news.
like
Well, we can't really do a stream without talking about
Yeah,
it, except for Sunday.
maybe we should try it one day.
Yeah.
Deliberately avoid the subject.
But when we first started, before it became part of a newscast kind of thing, when we had a guest on just talking about what they do, they're always going to bring up, work's been all right, but with lockdown, and then it always comes back to us. So
it always come back.
it's always difficult to avoid it, but we'll see. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined us, QuaranStream Vibes just hangs. Don't go away. We'll be right back after these short messages. Use your phone for my camera. Welcome back to QuaranStream Vibes just hangs, here with the boys. As you can see, we're in a new space here. Welcome to the stream. Let us know what you think, how the sound, the audio is. Looking to do some more future streams together so we can actually get angry at each other. And when I want to throw things at Sean, I can. I'm kidding. Did that hurt? I pegged that.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for that.
It's like, wait, what?
Only when you use your full force from 1 meter.
I know.
It's so far away. 6 feet.
So moving on to a non-COVID topic, guys. Looks like we may have to convert to electric soon because gas prices are surging everywhere.
We're running out of oil.
And I'll bring that up. Gas prices are surging everywhere, so it's not like in due time we're going to be able to afford it, with a lot of people going out of work as well. So
Factories going on.
One more. So soaring prices are threatening to push winter fuel bills, consumption and exacerbate a near-term spike in inflation.
Hard word to say.
Another blow to
280% higher in Europe.
Yeah.
100% surge in the US.
They were saying there was like giant lines down the block for gas. People waiting just to get gas.
Yeah, London's been crazy. I've been seeing that as well.
Yeah, that's
People lining up because there was not enough gas.
Think about like gas is becoming the new problem.
Remember, if you had gas, you were rich. Oil, gas, you were like, yes. There was this thing when we were in grade 7. We were given this problem scenario, and it was like let's say we were on an island, and there was 20 things. And you can only grab 3 things, and things like gas, water, salt, some things. What were the top 3 things you would grab? And some people didn't have water in their whole thing. Water would be the
That's the
first.
first thing.
Yeah, water.
Definitely.
And they're like, but you're in a desert. What are you going to, like, people are like, so I'm going to grab salt in case I get injured. Yeah, but you're not injured and you're in the desert. What are you going to use salt for? It's going to make you even more thirsty. Yeah, it was funny. I'm going to try and look for that image. It's so long ago.
That'd be good. We all just pick some, pick 3.
But I just Googled here, which is something interesting. What year will we run out of oil?
I think we've already hit peak oil, actually, but it depends on how quickly we're using it. I think
Correct.
actually oil use is sort of, no, it's not going down. It's still going up. But, I mean, humanity doesn't have a choice. Like, we don't have a choice. We have to change away from oil and towards something else, whatever that is. If it's fusion or whatever it is. But we're still going to need to use oil for plastics manufacturing and et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, that doesn't answer the question.
So it says if
I just realized.
if we keep burning fossil fuels at the current rate that we're going to, it's generally estimated that our fossil fuels will be depleted by 2060.
Wait, how long does? Okay, so we're in 2021.
Yeah. 40 years.
You're like, let the next generation worry about this guy.
I'll be good by that time.
Well, we'll let our kids worry about it.
We would have lived our best lives.
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
So
environment.
mean. So mean.
Just don't have any kids, guys.
Yeah.
Or-
So, but apparently, with the reserves that we've got, about 47 years.
that's
It's kind of, when you think about it, it's long, it's far away,
but
but
it's coming.
Well, certainly within our lifetime.
and that's also
Yeah.
just an estimate as well. So we don't know what's
Who
going to
knows
happen
if
because
it's
every
quicker.
year or every 10 years, everything doubles. So
Mm.
Imagine oil pipes break again or some crazy.
so it's good to start using these electric bikes.
Oh,
I'm definitely looking forward to trying these things out.
Yeah.
As we've covered in the story, like I've been a huge fan of these things for a while, and a buddy of mine lent me his I think a Trek electric bike, and it's like some $6,000 or $7,000, but this thing was wild to ride. It was so much fun.
Super fun.
Um,
How long does the battery last for about?
It's like 40, 50 Ks. It depends.
You
It
can
depends
drive it,
completely on how aggressive you are with it.
Yeah, it can be like
And I mean, of course, like the first probably bunch of times that you ride it, you're very aggressive with it because it's so much fun.
This is so awesome.
So, but I mean, you'll see when we get these bikes.
Mm.
You'll see when we get these bikes.
And because we're getting 4 different models, we get a month to try them. So what we'll do is we'll
What
ride
do you
it
say?
for a week.
Yeah.
Ride it for a week each, and then we'll switch it up and see. So we can get some comparisons happening.
But I think it'd be really cool to like to actually like swap notes at the end.
Yeah.
Like as in we can have potentially an entire stream that's just
Dedicated.
about the bikes and go through all 4 of them, what our thoughts are on them, and our experience with it. And
That's cool.
Yeah.
So we prefer over.
yeah, and I mean even just about like electric mobility as a whole, like how different they are to like a normal motorbike or bicycle. So
Keen, super keen.
keen, #keen.
Yeah.
We ride them all the way to
Sure.
here,
Any suggestions you guys want us to do with the bikes as well? Let us know.
huh? Trips.
Drop it in the
ideas.
comments.
Drop it in the comments, mate. Drop it in the
Views.
comments.
Drop it low, girl.
Hey.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, guys. My phone kept dropping out for some reason. Who knows why? But we're back.
Peace back.
We're back. Crypto news, Paddy.
Yep.
So
BTC to the moon.
Yes, please.
So I've got here an article, and I'll bring it up, and Paddy, you can talk a little bit about that. We have here, for those of you who use Binance, crypto trading volume on Binance is reportedly soaring despite a market crackdown and regulatory pressure. Is this because of China?
Tesla's up.
No, the US actually.
US?
Yeah, it's
One of the two.
It's yeah.
It's
It's Biden trying to sign a new bill
Yeah.
to start regulating and start forcing crypto out and
Regulating or forcing it out?
both.
Yeah.
Whatever he
Yeah,
wants.
because I mean, look, I think in terms of like
What is he doing?
mass market, his approval ratings are like 37%.
Yeah.
Horrific. His approval ratings are horrific. Back to the crypto thing though. There's a lot of people that believe that like regulating crypto will actually help to make it significantly more mainstream, which then will drive the adoption, which then is therefore actually a good thing for cryptocurrency generally. I guess you think about like the wild west that it is currently, and it's potentially not suitable for just the average person who can't control their own security for their own finances, which people aren't used to doing because you think you've got a bank account, so the bank is responsible for your financial security, whereas with crypto, like you have to take charge of it yourself.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are not ready for that. Well, what if you send $1,000 worth of crypto to the wrong address? It's like, well, that's gone, and there's no one you can call to fix that. Like that's it. It's gone.
Yeah.
So and then of course like the number of hacks on exchanges and whatnot. I think if there's a bit more regulation, it will help to make it a lot more mainstream. Therefore, actually being good for the industry as a whole, counterintuitively.
Well,
A lot of people, I don't know how a lot of people will take to that, considering it's supposed to be decentralized. That was the main point of crypto,
Yeah.
and the main selling point was
Permissionless, decentralized.
correct. It's getting away from government control and getting everyone else involved. So I think that article itself is talking about amidst all of this commotion with with the White House and with all of these regulatory rules, it's still surging through. Crypto is still pushing. It's currently at what 57K at the moment. So
I get in.
yeah, I had a
Hashtag not financial advice.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
I had a couple of increases. Let's check my Binance right now.
definitely not financial advice, guys.
Buy.
Yeah. Do not follow.
57.
Do not follow us, but
It's 57. 57K.
Big boys,
man. It was at 65 beginning of end of last year. It reached 60 something. I remember. That was
60K.
yeah.
Dropped
We are almost at all-time high. Almost back at all-time high.
What was
Yeah.
the lowest this year? Like 30,
It went 60 something, and then it went back to like 32.
32.
Yeah.
And now it's pushing through. So, everyone is assuming that it's going to hit 100K.
Dip styles, baby. Dip styles.
Wait for the dip.
Buy the dip.
Buy the dip. Buy the
Except
dip.
now is not that.
Except right now, it's not the dip.
It's
guys.
very much the opposite of
Yes.
dip at the moment.
Which dip would it be like? Ranch dip? Or
French onion.
French onion, Thousand Island.
Thousand Island?
Yes,
Ooh.
exactly.
Cheese.
Blue cheese.
Yes.
Again, not financial advice, guys.
Cheese advice.
Buy the red, sell the green. That's financial advice.
Do you want some crackers and wine with that cheese, mate?
Yeah,
For,
we
uh,
love some.
Ladies and gentlemen, QuaranStream Vibes just hangs. WisePass, enjoy life every day, everywhere. Don't go away. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
I'm gonna say no for a free hat though.
Welcome back to QuaranStream Vibes just hangs, guys. See, that's what happens when we're in the same room. We get carried away on the offbeat. So, if you've just joined us, welcome to the stream. We're trialing out a new setting here in Serco District 1, co-working space, courtesy of Serco and WisePass. Boys, we're all in the same room. It's kind of different vibe, as you can see.
So I feel like we're almost like news anchors. Like,
Yeah, we are news anchors.
Let us bring you
First
the
of all,
latest business news. Who's got some papers for me to tick, tick, tick on the
Next minute,
table?
we're going to be wearing suits.
Sean, please tell us about the weather.
Today it's so wet.
See,
Let me tell you, what
Perfect.
district?
Perfect. You know what? I'm before. You know what? I'm going to put you on the main. Give us a little weather report. Now you're on the main.
I feel like you
I
need to
think
stick
you
like
should-
one in
Yeah. Give us a little weather report. There you go.
So we have
You got to draw a Vietnam.
Central Park.
Hey, your handwriting's pretty neat.
It's
Pretty neat.
flooding rain. Just
gushing from the clouds, right, Sean?
they're coming from her. Shh. So there's a lot of rain over here in Vinhome Central Park. District 1's a little dry today, so you're not going to want to hang out there. You can head over to Taobi Inn, which is flooded, but it's a little not so dark of rain. It's a little lighter, a little yellow colored rain.
So nice.
Nice.
Hashtag not weather advice either.
Buy the dip, ladies and gentlemen.
Buy the dip. So, guys, space research is pushing ahead with preparations in training for their first trip to Mars.
Who's going to Mars?
Well, I don't know who's.
Is it the US?
Elon.
Probably.
Is it the US? Is it the Russians?
So
E.T.
Is it the Chinese?
E.T.'s finally going home.
Be the US. But I mean, look. They had multiple people, I guess.
It's another space race, right? But
Training for
Elon's, I think, on the verge of being the first.
It's always a space race.
But yeah, so there's multiple articles on it, but this one is I guess the selection process. You can see what you go through. There's several rounds you got to go through. Submit the online application, and then it narrows down to 2 candidates, and then obviously you go through your physicals, and then I guess all the challenges that test your abilities through several conditions, mental.
Oh, is this for an individual?
Yeah, and crew as well, but because you get shortlisted, and then you come down to round 4, which is the 40 remaining candidates will begin isolation
How
portion of
exciting
the
would that
screening
be?
process, and that results into isolation challenge where they reduce the 40 candidates down to 30, who will then undergo the Mars settler suitability interview. Crazy, right? Like it's like
Exciting.
it's kind of like what's those reality game things like Survivor or whatever
like
it is?
Survivor. Make it through all these rounds.
I vote
to get
off
to the
Sean because he's being a dick. Mars don't want dicks on that. so yeah, that's looking like it's going to happen in the next several years. I don't know. I mean, like, how long did they say it would take to get to Mars?
decade.
Like, was it a decade?
It was a long time.
Yeah, I know it was like several years. But far out, man.
in space for several years with.
And that's with the most advanced technology that we've researched so far. So
7 months.
7 months to get to Mars?
That ain't that bad.
Trip takes
What do
7
you
months.
do?
300 million miles away.
How much?
Pretty far.
That's where all our fuel's going.
Oh, 4, yeah. There's no wonder we're running out of fuel,
no wonder
guys.
We're running out of fuel.
And is that on the freeway or is that just like
That's through the mountain pass.
Jesus? Any tolls?
It says also during that journey, engineers have several opportunities to adjust the spacecraft's flight path to make sure its speed and direction are best for arrival.
How? Isn't it just one straight thing to the red dot?
That's what I thought.
I thought we have to like sling the spaceships around, like at least around the moon to like
Yeah.
gain speed.
Yeah.
To get there
Like-
faster.
Like slipstream kind of thing.
But doesn't Captain Spock sort of just do that phase like that? Yeah.
The light, yeah.
What do you call
Light
that?
speed.
The light
Light
speed,
speed.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's there in like 10 seconds.
That's weird.
Come on, America. I mean, come on. The world. Get this light speed down.
I don't know.
Star Trek did
It fascinates me. It's like space exploration, like just for them to measure the distance and work that out. Like, you know how like, we're so used to saying, how long does it go from your place to the city? 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it
And
is.
so how long does it go from, you're going to come over my planet to the city again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see you in 7 months. It's got, are you there? Yeah, fucking I'm a month away. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird.
Be there in a month.
It could be able to, like,
Yeah, look,
transmit.
yo, GPS says I'm 40
GPS?
days. GPS says I'm 40 days away.
So Google Maps is telling
Google
me
Maps
Google
is telling me
Maps
40
does
days
it.
away. Here's my location.
location. Where are you? Black hole.
Yeah, I'll just stop by an asteroid, get some ice cream. Yeah, I'll stop by an asteroid. Stop. You want some asteroid ice cream?
Sorry, guys.
Pick it up some.
Be there in 3 days. I'm just picking up some samples.
Ah, man.
That'll be weird. 7 months in space.
Yeah, we're far from that part. You know what would be nice though? I mean, in our lifetime, obviously we may not get to the most advanced, I guess, scientific technology of, I guess, transporting
That we won't
at
see
light
it.
speed. But if there is such a thing as respawning or reincarnation or something, then
Ooh.
we should come up with something like a tagline, a symbol, or a location to meet each other, whether if we turn out boys, girls, or whatever, and then we go, yo,
find
are
it.
you sure? He goes, yeah, it's me. Let's prove it.
When the aliens just take us back.
Yo, so we came back to the same life.
Future stream vibes.
Yeah, so that'd be cool. That'd be very cool.
Reincarnation. I believe in that. Okay. Yeah, I believe that.
Well, that's what they say. Deja vu is part of, not proof, but they say it's could be a reason to say that you could have seen that in a previous life. or something. That's why it's so familiar. Because I've had, and like, you know, when you get the deja vu, you swear that you've just
seen
done
this
it.
before.
I've had
But
so
you-
many.
Yeah, you know.
Like,
I had
I've
so
seen this
many.
before.
It's
The
just
feeling
so
of it
weird.
is like real.
Yeah, deja vu freaks me out. When I see it, I'm like, whoa.
Well, I try to remember exactly what happened because there's some deja vu where I was like, I know it wasn't something good that was going on. Then like, it's like, is it gonna happen? Are the police gonna come in and raid me or shoot me right now?
Mm.
Yeah, crazy.
What have you been doing?
Cheers. Deja vu.
So
Excitement.
I've got check this. Back onto your favorite chick.
Squid Game.
Squid Game.
Squid Game success reopens. Who pays the vote over rising internet traffic?
What's the drama? Tell us the drama.
I only just saw it. So it says here the breakout success of South Korean drama Squid Game has prompted a local broadband provider to launch legal action to force the maker, Netflix, to help pay for the huge surge in traffic.
What?
Because we went nuts.
Yeah.
It's still
Everyone
going
watched
nuts.
it.
Still
Yeah.
going nuts.
The latest flashpoint in the argument over who should carry the burden of the spiraling cost of data fueled by the global streaming boom. From Netflix's latest global sensation live stream Premier League football matches on Amazon Video to bandwidth busting traffic when hit online games such as Fortnite or Call of Duty are updated. The demand for internet capacity has undergone unprecedented growth in recent years. Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, like you drop this new series or a game or something, and then you break the internet.
Literally,
Yeah.
you broke the internet.
So should you be liable?
No,
Well, how do you-
it's not your fault that you made good content.
Yeah,
Exactly,
good.
right. But or should you pay part of it?
No, there's probably
Well, that's
tons of money
the
being
argument,
made
isn't it?
already.
Internet service provider doesn't want to give unlimited free internet, then don't offer it.
So then, what do you think they would do after that? So would they then, now that the success of this, and we know that there's a possible season 2, are they going to now say, okay, look, season 2,
You're gonna have to
are
pay.
you gonna? We know it's gonna be another hit.
I mean, look, I think if anything, it's the internet service provider is responsible for whatever deal that they offer their customers. It's not the makers of the content.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean I think this is like a very simple thing, unless I'm missing some part of the argument.
And of course, they didn't really expect it to be
like
to be that big. You know?
It was rejected multiple times.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, how's that different to it's like someone creating other really good content on like a streaming and uploading it to a streaming video, so like YouTube. Like, what if you make a really cool video that everyone in YouTube wants to see streaming in 1080 or 4K?
Yeah.
You know, how's that like the creator's problem?
Yeah. That should be on that should be on them for not being able to come up with the goods in the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at this graph.
I was looking at the interesting news. Elk with car tires stuck around its neck for 2 years. It's free at last.
Send it to me. Send it to me. I'll bring it up.
No, it's right there.
Only Sean could come up.
Oh, you mean over here on the side? That's how
Only Sean could come up with news like that, ladies and gentlemen.
Only the most relevant headlines.
Holy shit! That's
2
true.
years.
Elk with car tires stuck around its neck for 2 years is free at last.
How did he get it free? That's the question.
Someone must have taken it off. So
Someone must have shot the elk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caring about the wildlife, people.
Only
Yeah, so
reason-
they found him because obviously going around the wildlife and then wildlife officials. Wow. Imagine that. Like you were, like every other elk would be like,
Is that
the
guy?
dude with the tire.
The elk with the tire.
What if he didn't want it off?
Yeah, right?
Like, what if he was like, "Yo, this is my chain."
And they were like,
Yeah.
this elk is like the master elk, you know?
What if he's like, you know, the hippest elk
Yeah, like that's
out in
yeah, like a
out in
chain.
nature, and then all of a sudden, some human's just gonna go take it off him.
Going F it up.
Bet you he's looking for a new tire.
And a new girl.
Wait, there's a video here. Let's play it.
All right, let's have a look at this.
What would you call him?
There it is. So he sleeps with the tire on there. See?
I think they shot him. I
Oh,
mean, they-
what? Oh no, with a trank.
Yeah.
Ah. Tranquilizer, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, kill him and then cut it off.
Wait, hang on.
Wait, what? How did they get it
Did
off?
they cut the antlers
They
off?
cut his.
Surely they cut
No,
the
hang on.
tire off, not the antlers.
No, they can't.
Hang on, let's watch this again.
Like it's pretty dumb. For the... they cut the tire. Yeah, they cut the tire.
Surely you cut the tire.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cut the tire.
No,
They cut his antlers
they
off
cut
as
his
well.
antlers.
No, they totally effed him up.
They
no
cut his
tire
antlers
and
off.
no antlers.
No bling.
But you know they grow back though, right?
Still, now it's gonna be the dude with no antlers.
And no chain and no tire.
Imagine being the king of the jungle.
What? Cut
And then
the
they
antlers
just-
off?
yeah.
That's so strange. Maybe there's more to the story.
Has he part as the?
It would have been easier to cut the tire, right?
That's what I'm saying.
No, but they did
But-
cut the tire.
Maybe they
No, it didn't look like it.
No, it looked like the tire was fine.
It's probably in the news story that we didn't read the rest of.
Animal
No,
protection
pictures tell
services.
1,000 words, mate. Pictures
Not
tell-
enough, current-
What they cut?
clearly.
They did cut the tire, but they took another tire to show it. Yeah, that's weird.
Actually, it's not the elk with the tire. It's the tire with the elk.
Yeah.
So they were
Save the
like,
tire.
guys, we got the elk off.
Tire stuck with elk for 2 years. That's the headline.
Broken bond.
It's like, guys, we've saved the tire.
Oh shit, that's
That's so
hilarious.
bad.
Sorry, I just kind of seen it. I was looking at the chart and then looked to the right and I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Oh my goodness.
What were we
And,
talking about?
Are we talking about Mars?
Yeah,
We're from Mars to
Mars-
elk.
Mars
no,
to
because
elk.
you got distracted by that other thing.
I know. Uh-oh.
But for iPhone users here, this is a serious one we're going to quickly just mention, is to update now to the iOS 15.0.2.
Like as in now.
Well, apparently, Apple is now getting targeted for being hacked. So it's not often you get Apple products, Apple's iOS is getting hacked, but they're saying that now there's an issue with security. So that triggers, I guess, hackers to say, hey, there's a loophole.
There's a vulnerability in
Yeah.
some of the older
Someone-
software.
Yeah, someone left the backdoor fly screen open. We're
Pretty
going to get
much.
in that way.
By the drop.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
iOS 14.8.
Yeah, you need
Is
to
that the
update.
newest one?
No, 15.02 is right on the screen. Funny.
Shoot.
There's still things we don't know about, but the issue is fixed in that update. So,
So who's liable for that? Apple.
Well, Apple's already issued the patch,
Okay.
so it's ready to be updated. So
It's up to you now.
go and do it.
Yeah.
Is the point.
which it says here, this is typical of Apple because iPhone makers don't like to release any further details about vulnerabilities while it waits for as many people as possible to update.
Standard, yeah. It's called a 0-day exploit. And the idea behind it is none of the software makers will tell you exactly what the vulnerability is. Otherwise, other people can take advantage of it.
Mhm.
So they just say, there's a problem. We can't tell you what it is. Go and update because we've already
Yeah.
fixed it.
Just don't ask. Don't ask, don't tell. Kind of just the way it
It's
works.
kind of like, I'll watch videos on TikTok or on Instagram Reels where they'll have like a do-it-yourself or a how-to video
Ah,
where a person says, in case you left your keys in your car, this is how to unlock your
I
car
like it.
with a coat hanger.
Yeah.
And they show you how to do it. And it's not for all cars, but the old cars, you get your
Yeah.
coat hanger and you pull it.
Yeah.
But then you see comments where it's like, oh, thanks for showing the robbers how to use this. It's stuff like that. But-
The Lock-Picking Lawyer
Yeah.
is a fantastic channel that I would recommend for everyone if you are that way inclined. Yeah, I mean, it's a valid point. If you don't show everyone how to pick all these locks,
It won't happen.
it won't happen as much.
Yeah.
However, I think his stance is that he's actually reviewing the locks so that if people watch his channel, then they know which locks not to buy. That that can be picked in like 2 seconds versus good ones that can't.
Goes both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's information for both sides.
It's like
Yeah,
those guys that go and say, "Look, I've just hacked, booking a flight where I can book a flight and then cancel it, but I could eat every day." Like, did you see that story?
No.
Where there was a guy that booked a business class flight, fully refundable, and he can change it anytime. So basically, he ate for 1 whole year for free because he was booking. He just kept rebooking his flight every day. So he would go to the airport, eat at the lounge, and then he won't go to his flight. He'll just
Brilliant.
rebook it.
Brilliant.
I'll try.
There's all these hacks. There's all these
yeah.
hacks.
There are hacks.
And then there's another guy that shows you the hacks of like getting like business class flights, first class flights for super cheap. So he's like, if you get this and just buy the points, you can get it like for a quarter or an eighth of the price of a normal price ticket. Like,
That's great.
and these guys aren't getting shut down because they're finding
It's
the
loopholes,
loopholes.
Yeah, the loopholes.
That's
life hacks.
Yeah.
Life hacks.
That's like a friend of mine said that when you go to Vegas and you book a hotel, let's say for example MGM, and you book just like a standard room, but when you come to check in and you hand them your credit card for the deposit and your ID, you have a folded 20 underneath or whatever the case is. Say, hey, look, any room upgrades, Jess? And when they take it, they automatically, when they see the 20, goes, let me take a look for you, and then you generally get it for free. Yeah, that still works.
Really?
Yeah.
This is the thing.
That's a Vegas hack.
My buddy, he told me that trick a couple times. He's like, anytime like you're going to pay for your room or like your stuff, he's like, but 20 or like whatever.
Behind the credit card.
Yeah, because you can't just say, look, here's 20, give me an upgrade.
Well, there's probably cameras on them and stuff.
And then they're just like,
Oh, let me have a look.
well, we have
the presidential suites.
No, but you got to do this. Like once you hand it to them, it's like, hi, booking for a new one, please. And can you check if there's any upgrades for the deluxe suite?
Oh,
That's a great jacket. Yeah, by the way. You got to have those extras.
So
Yeah.
smooth.
So that's a great jacket on you. Where'd you get that from?
no, here's the card for the presidential suite on the top floor.
It reminds me of White Chicks when they checked in. He goes, "Oh my God, look at him! Doesn't he just look like Denzel?"
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Well,
Yeah, I get that. And he looks nothing
and
like
he looks nothing like Denzel."
Yeah, that's a great jacket on you. Like, do you smoke? Because that just gives you that, Oh, you don't? Oh, that's fine. Smoke is bad for you anyway.
You always have something just in
Yeah,
case.
just to give it a little extra, a little sugar on top. Cherry.
Yeah. Hacks. Yeah, we should do a segment. Hacks. We should try and find some hacks.
Life hacks.
Life
yeah.
hacks. Do a segment where we can share some hacks with some people.
And if you know any life hacks,
Yeah.
Tell us, write us in, and we'll cover it on the show.
Yes.
What's
Life hack. Buy the dip. Just joking. Not financial advice.
not financial advice.
Not financial advice.
Is there a life hack that you do now religiously?
Oof.
Something at home or around the house, or like a personal life hack? We'll cut to a quick break while you guys have to think about that.
It sounds like a scam.
Welcome back to QuaranStream Vibes, ladies and gentlemen. Here on a Tuesday with the boys, we're talking quick life hacks that we do religiously at the moment. Do you guys have any that you do for yourself personally around the house or so? Is it something that you do when you travel? What about when you check in at the airport? Is there anything you do to sort of, get the extra weight from your luggage on,
Yes.
or what do you guys do?
Yes. So for the extra weight,
scarf.
for the extra weight of the luggage, what you do is you place your luggage and you leave about an inch or two
On the metal bit.
off the metal bit, and then you raise your toe like this.
Oh.
Basically,
So
you
it's like
lean it.
holding.
Yeah, and it takes away a couple of kilos.
There you go.
Or you can kind of just hold it and lean it over like this on the side. Like
Yeah,
that.
so if you're doing PD's method, when you're holding it and then leaning, and you got to say, "That's a nice scarf you've got
So
there."
you
darling."
have to looking at you.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
No, but yeah, I've used that before and it works. As long as she doesn't go, you want to move your foot.
Yeah.
I saw
29 kilos.
I saw a travel hack from a girl that posted on TikTok that if you have a pillowcase, that's
Yes.
like a zip one.
Yeah.
So you
Fill it
have
up
your
with clothes.
luggage with all your clothes or whatever, but then you have an empty pillowcase and you put other clothes in it, and you hold that like
And you
it's
hold
a
that like
pillow
it's a
that you have
pillow.
on the plane.
I mean,
And
I suppose it does.
yeah,
double
because
as a
when
pillow.
people look at it, it's just a pillow.
Yeah.
But it's a 7 kilo pillow.
Yeah.
But I saw that hack as well. But then I'm thinking, when you go through security,
The
it has to go. It has to get screened.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
if-
So they'd be like, that's not a pillow.
Yeah,
sorry.
they'll be like, hold on, why is your pillow got jeans and?
Because that's the stuffing I use. I
Yeah,
like to
yeah.
sleep with stuffing. I'm different.
That's one of my bags.
So the one that I've used for luggage stuff is like if I've got a laptop sleeve or case, I usually take out the laptop and the charger, which usually is like a kilo for the laptop and probably another 500 grams for the charger.
Yeah.
And then if you just over or like they're trying to mess with you, that in itself is enough to be like, well,
Yeah.
I've got my laptop case and then here's my bag, which is 7 kilos now.
Yeah.
And then it's less of an issue. Because I mean, a lot of airlines say you're allowed like one piece of
Correct.
like they call it carry-on,
Yeah.
but you're also allowed another item, which is like your handbag if you're female,
Yeah.
or,
So
or,
duty
or,
free
or,
shopping,
or,
right?
Backpack. Yeah.
Yeah,
whatever.
duty
So it's like your personal
Yeah.
items or whatever it is,
Well, as long as
bum
you're not,
bag or whatever, right?
as long as you're not abusing it, and you've
you're
got
not
that.
taking the piss.
Yeah, you've got that 7 kilo, and then your backpack's like 14 kilos.
yeah.
I've seen locals bring on freaking fruits, bananas, freaking boxes of
Maybe
everything.
you can't buy that at the destination. Bananas are your unique thing to
Yeah.
wherever they're coming
Oh,
from.
my goodness.
No.
Different takes from every region, different city. Shit, the flavorful ones that I like.
Well, the thing is, I think if you get past the check-in part where you get your ticket and stuff, if you get past that with your carry-on and a couple of extras, then your screening is
You're good.
fine.
Yeah.
In Australia, they're
Okay.
actually
Okay.
checking your stuff at the gate.
Ah, okay. So checking
like
again.
as you board the plane, right before some airlines are checking it there. And apparently in Vietnam, they've been super strict recently, like in the past 6 months or whatever. They've been super strict with like your luggage, with even cash that you're trying to take out of the country. I think there's a
Yes.
$5,000 limit.
Correct.
And previously, I used to fly in and out of Vietnam. I don't think they checked not once.
Yeah.
And apparently now they're checking every single person
Yes.
leaving the country to make sure you're not taking above that. So yeah, just a quick heads up, if any of you are looking at leaving Vietnam, they are checking this $5,000 limit. So
And it's
just get on
also
that.
not 5,000 total. So it's 5,000 USD total, and plus if you've got V&D on you, it's no more than 15 million.
Is that so? What is that
Oh.
included in?
No, it's not included.
Oh, so it's separate.
Yeah. So if you've got V&D, you cannot take more than 15 million out. I think it's 15 or 12, one of those two. Because I got done. Last time I went to Australia, I had I brought 3K cash of Aussie dollars, and then I had 20 million in V&D. Right?
Yeah.
I wasn't planning to exchange the V&D. I just had it in my wallet.
yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, okay, 5,000 total. It's way below.
Yeah, it is. That's
So I've gone through, and then the guy security goes, you can't take your
V&D.
V&D, and I'm like, but it's, and then he shows me the paper.
Yeah.
It says there it's 5,000 USD total, or plus no more than 12 or 15 million
Right.
V&D. And
So
I'm
what
like,
Did you have a chance to
and then so I had to go to the office, and he was like, you have to forfeit whatever the amount is extra,
above, yeah,
or you can leave it at the bank, and then you can, when you come back, you can go pick it up.
yeah, right.
And I was like, yeah, no, that's not happening, because I'll never see that 20 million
No, of
ever
course
again.
not.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, here's the paperwork, fill it up, or you could just pay the tax. And I was like, oh, tax.
I'm
and, I'm
tax.
like, what's tax? And then he's like, well, there's two of us here. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, what about I just call my friend? He'll come out and just grab the cash off.
Yeah.
And then they're like, no, you can't do that. And I said, no, okay.
How convenient that you can't do that.
Yeah,
right?
I think they've got it figured out.
Yeah. So anyways, I ended up calling a friend that worked at the airport. And then they just let me out anyway. So,
Yeah, great.
But be careful.
So how much tax did they want?
The tax was 2 million.
Mm.
Yeah.
Strategically the right amount.
Yes.
Strategically the right amount for the two.
For the two people.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's VAT plus service charge.
Those coffees are expensive at the airport.
Yes.
right?
They-
That's
that was this one.
Really nice jacket.
That's a really nice badge you've got.
I love your epaulettes.
But yeah, but be careful, guys. Again, not financial advice.
That's just life advice.
That's
life advice.
That's life advice.
Legit life advice.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, QuaranStream Vibe just hanged. We hit our hour of power, gents. What do you feel? Not bad, huh? I mean, like being in the same room. I like it. I like it.
Awesome space, guys.
Awesome space.
Shout out to Soko again for having us.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Definitely.
WisePass.
Definitely leave us some comments, even with constructive criticism, please.
Yeah.
We'll take it in the right way. In terms of audio, video, the camera setup, our interaction, any of the above.
My R's.
Please do.
Yeah. The weather report.
Whatever.
Weather
Whatever.
report or
Sean's
whatever.
wearing too many clothes for weather report.
Just let us know. By the way, it's great, Jack.
Keep that tire on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same crew, same hour of power.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly.